I got put in the hospital back in right after Thanksgiving, about a week after. And my lung functions were down to 17%. They were talking about having to possibly do a lung transplant, and my liver enzymes were extremely high. So they were also talking about having to do possible liver transplant. I have cystic fibrosis, diabetes, and asthma. Cystic fibrosis is basically a genetic disease that's the mucus in my lung or body has built up, and it's thick and sticky, and it causes all kinds of problems. But that caused an infection in my lungs, and I got really sick. And what really got to me when I was in the hospital was my dad had to ask the doctor if I was going to make it, and that just really scared me. And I was just in a really bad place. And Brother Jeff came up and started talking to me, and we sat there and talked for, must have been 2 hours, just about everything. And kind of this conflict started going on inside. I didn't know if God could forgive me for all that I've done. So about a month after I got out of the hospital, which thankfully I didn't have to get a lung transplant, I started getting better. No liver transplant. I came to youth here at First Baptist for the first time in a good year and a half, and asked Brother Jeff a question. I asked if God could forgive me for everything that I've done. And that night he preached a lesson, and it was pretty much for me. It seemed like it spoke right to me. It was about Jesus forgiving Matthew for everything he'd done, and that nothing's too much, that he could forgive anybody. So that just really got to me, and I ended up asking Jesus into my heart that night. With CF, there's a life expectancy. When I was born, it was about 15 years old. Today, it's about 37 and a half. But when I got saved, it's like what went on inside of me was I put my complete faith in God. I know that one day, either in this life or the next, God's going to heal me. And I don't care if it's going to be just for a short time to where I get to minister to people in this world and show them God's light through me. If it's for a short time or for a long time, I don't care, as long as God can use me to make a difference. God didn't promise us an easy life. He said that there's going to be strife. But see, the thing that gets me through every day, every time I think about it now, is that no matter what, He's always going to be there for us. He's going to walk us through it, and that if we put our complete faith in Him, there's nothing we can't do. It says in the Bible, the faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. So imagine just putting all your faith in Him. Just stop worrying about the little things in life, and just give it to God. It makes life so much easier if you trust Him.